Hey guys, this is Zach with Technology on Call, and this is my video review of the Motorola Slim Portfolio, I don't know what they call it, function flare case. This is a pretty nice case. I was kind of hesitant to put it on my device after people had reported that it's damaged their zooms or caused chips in the outside of their zooms from certain parts of it. But after having used it for a while and learning what parts have damaged, I'm happy with it. I like how it looks and I like its function. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just show you real quick how to install this on your Zoom. This is the top of it. This line in the back here is where this whole bar where your speakers are and everything lines up, so you want to make sure that you line it up just like this. And to put it in the case, you can use one hand to bend this and it slides in, so make sure that your zoom is going beneath these grooves. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's these little grooves on the side of each part of the case. If you don't do that, and I've noticed some people haven't when they're showing you how to use this, they end up having to snap the case into place, and that shouldn't be it. Once you get those in place, it should slide up just like that. I mean, it's super easy to install. And then on each side you have these little notches that will slowly push up and snap into place on each side of the tablet. Once that's done, you close the lid and you just push down and it's on. I mean, I wouldn't in any way compare this to something like the OtterBox. I would not recommend dropping your Zoom in this case, but it does provide protection from hitting it against a wall or maybe a small minor drop. It does protect all the edges, as you can tell. Every edge is covered with the plastic, but it is not anywhere near compared to something like the OtterBox in as far as protection. Now, to address some of the damage issues that people have seen from this case, I'm going to give you a tip that you're going to love, because I had to find this out the hard way, and I'm going to, hopefully, if you watch this video before you purchase this case, teach you before you get it so that you don't have to learn the hard way. On these, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the video, there's a small niche on the outside right here, and here's the other one right by the headphone jack. There's two small scuffs. They're very surface. It's not deep scuffs. I think it's actually just the coating on the Zoom. But those took, I mean, I had the case for 2 hours before I noticed that. And I checked this right here to kind of see, maybe if there was something here like a ridge or a notch that was going to do anything. And I didn't really notice anything because I mainly checked at the top here at the edge, and I didn't feel anything further. Now, on this case, at the very bottom, there's molding ridges. When they make these plastic pieces, they're made from a mold, and then they pop them off these molds and they finish them and they send them off down the line, assembly line or whatever. Well, on this piece, especially in this area, there's some molding that wasn't finished off. It kind of upset me because that's a design flaw in my opinion. They should have gotten sandpaper and finished these small little grooves off. Those are what scratched the top up here, because when I closed it, the grooves are right here and here, and they just barely touch that plastic, but they're so tiny and inconspicuous you wouldn't notice it, but they were just enough to do damage to that. So if you get this case, the first thing I would do is run your finger right here and right here, and if you feel plastic, I would get some extremely fine grit sandpaper or maybe an emery board or even your fingernail, and you can scrape that down and just get it to where it's not a ridge anymore. And when you close it, you shouldn't experience the same thing that I did, and the same thing that many other people experienced. Another portion of the case that people were complaining about damaging is where these little clips that hold the Xoom in place once you're closing it up are, I guess some people were reporting that it would scratch the side. I haven't noticed that on mine yet. It might be a little bit, but I haven't, honestly, with the naked eye, I can't see any scratches. But I think over time maybe that'll change. It might end up scratching it eventually. But I've read that some people have actually gotten their sandpaper not sandpaper, a Dremel, or I guess you could use sandpaper, and filed those little ridges down to where they were gone. But I honestly like how it holds the Xoom there. You know, holds it in place, and when you're ready to use it, you put one thumb here, put the other one here, and you just kind of push those back a little bit, and then I put my thumbs underneath and just kind of pop it up, and then you can set your case down just like that. That's another beautiful thing about this cover, is that it's actually functional. So when you're at a coffee shop, or even at your house, or your kids are wanting to watch a movie and you're using the TV, so you can slap one on here. It has two positions that well, actually three, but two standing positions here and here, and then when you're in the car or just holding it in your hand, you can lay it all the way down flat, and it provides some volume to the tablet, so you can hold it relatively easy. So that's a basic review of this Motorola slim case, or whatever they call it. I'm happy with it. I really enjoy the quality of it. It's got a good material. It's like a rubber finish. It has plastic on the edges here. It protects everything but this stripe in the back, really, which you shouldn't be damaging it anyway. So this is Zach with Technology on Call. That's been my review of the Motorola Portfolio case. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel. There'll be many other reviews of the Xoom, and many more reviews of applications that are yet to come, and many other products in the technology field. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.